Hello, Mama, and welcome to this class. For this series, we're going to be talking about the 5 love languages and how we can apply them to our yoga practice. We're going to begin today by finding a comfortable seated position on the mat, closing the eyes, bringing one hand to the heart and the other hand to the belly. Settling into your natural breath. Notice here the inhales and the exhales as they flow in and out of the nostrils. Every inhale an opportunity to lengthen and feel the space in the body. And every exhale an opportunity to release and to let go. As moms, caregivers, and women who hold so much, the way we speak to ourselves matters deeply. Today's practice is centered on the first love language, words of affirmation. Not forcing positivity, but choosing kinder, steadier inner language. How we speak to ourselves matters physically, energetically, emotionally, and mentally. Today we're going to create an affirmation as we move in through this practice. You could either create your own or you can follow this one, and it's going to be simple. I am doing enough. So you could silently repeat your affirmation now a few times, over and over again. I am enough. On your next exhale, begin to bring your hands down to your knees. And let's start with some neck rolls. Inhaling as you lift up through the chin and through the chest. And then exhale as you roll the head down. We could reverse the direction now, going the other way. And throughout this practice, you can repeat these positive affirmations. Again, it could simply just be that phrase, I am enough. Inhale as we bring the arms up to the sky. Exhale as we lower the hands. Inhale again, reach up. Exhale, lower the arms. Inhale as we reach up. Exhale, allow those words of affirmation to wash over you as you bring your arms down, hands gently releasing. Inhale as we reach up. Say that affirmation in your mind, and exhale, let those positive words wash over you. The way we speak to ourselves truly affects us energetically, and we could reprogram our minds today. Let's interlace the fingers next time the arms are up in the air, and exhale, leaning over to the side. We could drop now the right hand down to the earth, and then inhale, lift it back up to the sky. Left hand is on the floor, and let's continue here. Inhale, reaching that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, bringing that right hand back down to the floor. Inhaling, bringing the right arm up, and now exhale over, getting a beautiful side body stretch here. You could start by rolling the wrists now, releasing any tension, any tightness in the wrist, and then inhaling back up through center, interlacing the fingers again, and then exhale over to the other side. Stretching, opening, make circles again with that wrist if it feels good. Now both arms up, interlacing the fingers, and you can lean over, reaching through. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Inhale, bring the left arm up. Exhale down. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you reach that left arm up and over, circling the wrist. Then coming back up through center. And exhale, walking your hands out in front as they land on the earth. And just getting a nice fold over the legs. On your next inhale, let's meet up in a tabletop position, pressing the hands into the earth, knees are under the hips, as we come in through a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale as you drop the belly and open the heart for cow. Exhale as you round the spine for cat. Next time you exhale, let's find a nice neutral position, lifting that left arm up to the sky. And on your exhale, bring your left arm under and through the right, taking a moment here to ground, to hold, and thread the needle. Feeling that release in the left shoulder. Repeating the words of affirmation here. On your next inhale, lift that left arm up to the sky. And on your exhale, bring your left hand down to the earth. Taking a moment, now lifting your left leg up in the air. And then exhale, lift your left arm, and you're going to just open up into this side stretch, what we call this modified side plank. On your exhale, you could bring your left hand back down and cross your left leg over your right, looking over the right shoulder. Breathing in through the left side of your body here. On your next exhale, send your left leg out to the left side, and then you're going to come up to stand, bringing your arms up overhead, interlacing the fingers, and exhale, hinge and reach your torso towards your left leg in Padikasana gate pose. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the earth and lift your left arm up to the sky, and you can lift that left leg up again, getting a little bit of core work. And then exhale, return back to tabletop and find a few rounds again of cat and cow. As we're in these rounds of cat and cow, maybe we return to that affirmation. I am enough as you inhale, open. I am enough as you exhale, round. Any other positive words can do today. Next time you pause, just find a neutral spine. Now we're going to the other side, reaching the right arm up to the sky. And exhale, bringing the right arm under and through. Resting the right side of the face on the earth. Grounding down, feeling this sense of space. Deep breath here. Stay for your exhale. And on your next inhale, plant your left hand down, bring the right arm back up. Exhale, right hand on the earth, and inhale, lifting your right leg back behind you. Rolling over to your left hand, bringing the right arm up now for that modified side plank, feeling the core engage. And then exhale, right hand comes down to the earth and right leg crosses over the left as you reach the nose towards the toes. One more breath, and then exhale, swing your right leg out to the right side, and then walk your hands towards you as you begin to rise. Arms come up overhead, interlace the fingers, and then lean over towards the right leg. You could always point the toes up towards the sky if that feels okay. Exhale, left hand down on the floor, right arm is up in the sky. You can lift that right leg. Feel that core engage again, and on the exhale, we're going to meet back in a tabletop position. Taking another moment, and then exhaling, lifting up for downward dog, hugging the toes, planting down through your palms. Let's inhale, bring that left leg up in the air, and we're going to make some big circles in the air with the left knee. You could always do this in tabletop if that feels better, and make sure to reverse the direction of the circles. Next exhale, send your left foot forward in between the hands. We're going to rise up on the inhale for Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Reaching up through the arms, sinking as deep as you can through that left knee, grounding down through your right foot. On your exhale, bring your hands to your hips as you step forward slightly so the right heel can reach to the earth. Fold opposite elbows and begin to fold halfway. Hips are squared towards the earth. And then on your exhale, reach your hands towards the floor. Chin to the chest, neck to relax for pyramid pose. Take a nice breath here as we let any tension or stress go. And then shift your weight into the left foot and step the right foot up to meet the left. And then grabbing your peace sign fingers and thumbs to hold for Yogi Toe Lock, pulling your heart in towards your thighs. Inhale for your flat back. Exhale as you fold once again. Inhale as the arms rise up to stand, and exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold, press hands into the earth. We're stepping back to plank, and exhale, lower down, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, elbows hug in as we open. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Moving over to the other side now. Inhale, right leg comes up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. Make those circles in the air with the right knee, going in one direction, and then switching it up and going in the other direction. Continuing to press strongly through your palms. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, right foot forward in between the hands, and we're rising for Warrior One once again. Lifting up through the arms, breathing in to sensation, feeling the sense of flow. Exhale, hands to the hips as you step that left foot forward a little bit. Straighten that front leg and hinge and fold. And on the exhale, maybe the arms begin to make their way towards the earth. Thinking of that positive affirmation, repeating it now. Exhale, shift the weight to the right, step forward, and then fold back into your yogi toe. And we can think now of how we can start speaking kinder to ourselves, not only in the physical sense, but in the everyday sense. Bringing these affirmations off of the mat. On the next exhale, we're going to step out. So let's step out with the left foot and bend the right knee. So we're setting up for our warrior series. So you're going to be the Y weight of your mat now. Next inhale, we're going to reach the arms out to a T for warrior two. Right knee is bent. On your exhale, right forearm comes on top of the thigh, and the left arm can come up and over. Exhale, maybe wrapping that left arm around the back if you want a little bit more of a shoulder opener. We're going to take one more deep breath here, feeling the space in the side. And then exhale, straighten that right leg, reaching the arms out to a T, exhaling for triangle. Left arm is up in the sky as you gaze up at the palm, grounding down through your right foot. Then on your next inhale, we're going to come through center. And then exhale for peaceful triangle. So your right arm is up in the sky. Exhale, arms are out to a T, spin your right toes in, and we're gonna fold in between the legs. So hands come on the earth, chin is to the chest, neck is relaxed. And let's take a few moments here. Maybe we're bending and straightening the legs, flowing a bit. Maybe we're just staying in stillness. On your next inhale, let's pause and then come all the way back up to stand. Heel toeing the feet in just a tiny bit and then bending that left knee. So other side for warrior two, you can bend and straighten the knee a few times first. Again, feeling that core engage. Next time the knee is bent, you can sweep the arms out to a T, gazing over your hand, feeling the energy, and then exhale for side angle, that left forearm on the thigh, right arm up and over. Make sure that right hip is facing the sky. And you could wrap the right arm around the back if you want a little shoulder opener here. This is a great way to ignite the core, especially if you're postpartum like me. On your next exhale, arms come out to a T, and now we're lowering into triangle. Another great core posture for postpartum where it's not too intense, but it's still a lot of work for the core. Inhale, come up, and now moving into our peaceful triangle, getting that beautiful side stretch. Exhale, spin your left toes back in, hands to the hips, And now we're going to fold back down, and this time grab peace sign fingers and thumbs and wrap them around the big toes for Yogi Toe Lock. Pulling your heart in towards your thighs, crown of the head lengthens towards the earth. We're going to take one more breath. Exhale, hands come under the shoulders, and we're going to begin to heel toe our feet towards one another, setting up for yogic squat. You can always meet me here in a different way if it just works better for your body. We're going to bring the palms together and the triceps inside of the inner thighs as we lengthen through the crown of the head. Pressing the triceps against the thighs, or if you wish, you could walk your hands out and get a fold over the legs. Beautiful stretch for the pelvic floor, energizing the hips, and another great place to reinstate that affirmation. On the exhale, we're going to just fold where we were, coming back to that kind of like wide way of the mat if you weren't there, and then just flow again a few times. Next exhale, let's step back to plank. So now you're going to face that long way of your mat again, pausing in our plank and then lowering down. Let's roll into our child's pose. Forehead melts to the earth, arms are resting. Turning back to those affirmations. Words of affirmation is so important, and especially when it comes to yoga. Sound, words, all of that isn't just these sounds, but it's a vibration that definitely ripples into our health and well-being. Okay, so let's meet back in a seated position now. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together, and you can move there slow, no rush to get here. On the exhale, we're going to come into Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Chin is to the chest, neck is relaxed. Softening. Another great pose to surrender. To be present in the body. On your next inhale, let's make your way back up into a seated position. And we're going to come up to a kneeling position to get ready for camel. So you're going to inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, hug yourself and tap your forehead on the earth. We're going to continue this. This is called the breath of joy. And again, it's just a reminder to send love to ourselves. When we're speaking of the 5 love languages in this series, we're also going to be talking about how we can give ourselves love as well as others. And words of affirmation, how we speak to ourselves, is so important. We're moving into camel now. Option for half camel, hands on the lower back, or full camel, hands on the heels. Opening up through the chest, pressing up through the heart, breathing into sensation. And then slowly making your way up, reaching the arms up to the sky. And then exhale. Now we're going to be setting up for child's pose again. Heart is on the earth. And if there's a different version of child's pose you want to take here, that's completely up to you. Another great opportunity to just tap into our mantra or affirmation we've been saying today. Another way we can interpret words of affirmation and put it into yoga is the idea of mantra, and how mantra is just so powerful to call in the reality we want and we hope for. Let's come now to laying down on our backs, and again getting there slow. And now we're just going to rock the knees side to side, so your arms can come out to a T as you flow from one side to the other. Releasing the lower back, getting ready for our twists. Next time you're in center, let's pause. And then we're going to bring the hands under the lower back and extend the legs straight up to the sky for 90. Letting the energy flow the other way. We can even imagine here that our positive words of affirmation are flowing into our minds here, into our hearts. I am enough. I am doing enough. I am doing the best I can. On your exhale, begin to hug your knees in as you lower back down. And now we're going to lower all the way down into Shavasana. We can bring our right hand on the belly and left hand on the heart. And for this Shavasana today, we can silently repeat our affirmation, reprogramming our minds, establishing memory in the energy body and in our hearts. Begin to deepen your breath now and allow gentle movements back into the body, stretching your arms up and out behind and hugging the knees into the chest, rolling over to one side, and then slowly making your way up and into your seated position. Bringing your hands in Chin Mudra, closing the eyes, or maybe one hand on the heart and the other hand on the belly. I am enough. I am doing enough. Thank you so much for trusting me to guide you today.